Hi, friends. Today I'm going to talk to you about the art of maneuvering your stress. When I say stress, it immediately gets into you. It starts stressing you. What this fellow is going to tell you about stress. Everyone passed through this. The momentum of stress comes to each and everyone in life, either today or tomorrow or some other day. It has been the experience of so many people, and each one of you would have experienced this stress. You might feel uncomfortable, you might feel unhappy. Remember only one thing: there is no pain without gain. If you have pain, you have gain. Like that, if you don't get pressurized, if you get pressurized, if you are not pressurized, you will not get the diamonds. That's what people say. The pressure, sustaining the pressure, brings you diamonds in life. Always we feel that the stress is only for us. You should know the art of maneuvering that stress. How do you do that? When stress comes, there is always a saying that when the going is tough, tough gets going. When the stress comes, you should know how to manage the stress. Take it in your stride. Feel comfortable about the stress. If it has come to you, means it has come with some purpose. You got to organize. You got to change. You got to deviate and make this stress not vulnerable at all. If you take the stress upon you and feel inferior about it, it has only come to me and no one else has this. God has chosen me to have this stress on me, on my head. Then you will not only be belittled, you will succumb to that stress and feel unhappy and go without doing anything at all in life. That's what happens with many of them. They don't know how to get relieved of this stress. Stress is what? It's a kind of a thing which happens in life. It's a test. The test makes you to reveal out of you and your complexities. This happens to everyone. I'll tell you an example. In Harvard University, to relieve the stress, they have conducted a rapid fire round between two sets of students. They have been told that you will be asked some rapid questions. Not even minutes will be there for you to answer. You will have to answer back fast, very fast. And if you don't answer properly, then you will not be selected into the next round, which will give you enough rewards. Two groups were selected. In each group, about 10 to 20 people were there. The first group came in. The questions were fired at them. In seconds, they have to answer. They were blinking. They were timid. They don't know how to answer. There were about 20 questions, not even 17 questions were attempted by them. Hardly one or two, three questions were answered. They failed very, very miserably. Then again, the other group was asked to, and they have been also fired the same questions. A set of 20 questions. Immediately, what happened? The judges were astonished the way in which they were all answering, one by one, point to point, aspect to aspect, concept to concept. They were delivering like birds from the heaven. They were all astonished. All of the 20 questions were answered in time. They have done through the research. How is that when the first batch was so timid, inhibited, but the second batch was winning all the way? How was it possible? The mentors of the two teams were asked, how is it? The second team mentor, who has been the leader at the helm, and told them, before going into the round, I have told them, the questions will be like this. In the sense, it will be rapid. You should not get into your adrenaline discomforted. You should oxygenate yourself. when you oxygenate your brain in such a way that your brain get infused of oxygen, which will keep you calm and cool. But at the same time, you should take these questions as a positive ones. Take them all in a positive note and see that, go into it deeply but instantly. If you do that, you will get into the groove and get your answers immediately. That will happen. I made some trials of questions like this and made them understand how fast, how rapid, how quick it has to be answered. And the way in which I have controlled them, that helped us to win this contest. What do you understand from this? If you are well prepared, knowing the stress fully well beforehand, get oxygenated yourself and see that you are out of the stress by answering them, consciously thinking what has happened. That will relieve your stress. This is what they say. There is always a hormone in our body called oxytocin. It's a care hormone. People who are influenced by this hormone will always feel inhibited and want someone to care them always. They want someone to pity them for their inability to do things. You will have to control this hormone. You will have to overgo the pressure of this hormone. When you do that, automatically stress relieves. There was an incident in Burma. People were asked to migrate. Burma was sending all the others alienated from Burmese. They have been asked to go out of the country. All people started walking around and going out of the country. Their only aim was to go out of this country at the earliest possible. The time was very short. In the short notice, everyone has to go. All the people with their families, children, peers, everybody with their belongings, walking and going. There was one family where a father, his small son and his grandfather, everyone were walking together. At one point of time, the elderly man was not able to walk. He called his son and said, "My dear son, I cannot go through this stress. I'm okay. It's okay, let me sit here. Whatever comes to me, it's okay. You better go ahead. I don't want to disturb you. Don't wait for me. Don't hang on me. I'll care myself. Whatever comes, destiny is there." But his son thought otherwise. "Okay, Dad, you say that you're not able to do that. I'll do one thing. I'll have to go. I've got a little time. I'll leave my small son with you. Let him be also with you. If possible, bring him along. Otherwise, let the fate decide. I'm going along." No, you take him. I will alone be here." "No, not that. If you want to be alone, you have to be with my son. Take care of him. If you are able to take care of him and come along, come. Otherwise, don't bother." This gave an impetus to the father. What he said, "Okay, go ahead." He wanted to take care of his son. He wanted to take care of his son's son, his grandson. So in the interest of taking care of him, he changed his alternatives. He started walking along with the son. He even carried him for some time and walked through. And suddenly his son could see that his father was passing over him and they were crossing the Burmese border. This is what happens. When you take stress and think it positively, when you want to save your grandson, your adrenaline comes more and more and you become active. The positiveness, your attitude changes. The positiveness in you will make you cross along lots of borders. This is what stress, when you have and take it as positive as possible, you can come over that stress very easily. When you have stress, sit down calmly. Bring in those problems which comes before you as a stress. Put them all in a balloon. Put it in a balloon and make that balloon fly away, thinking that all the problems are going to fly away like a balloon. Sit and do that. Try for that. As long as the balloon goes away from you, you feel happy. The moment the balloon has left you permanently, you get relaxed. You will inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide very easily. This is what happens to problems of stress. When you make it and fly it away from you, give wings to them and make the problems to fly away from you. That will keep you happy. Have you understood how to get out of this stress? Have a great day. We'll meet next time.